Hello, I'm HQ of ITSMYRACEX. If you find yourself here and you're not subscribed, please like, share, and subscribe. If you find me on other social media platforms, please follow me, like, share, and subscribe. We are trying to get to 5,000 subscribers. So, you can catch me on Facebook, YouTube, Instagram, and TikTok.
Fucking with that HQ,
Doctor?
bitch, I do what you can't do, what you can't do. Bitch, I do what you can't do, what you can't do. Bitch, I do what you can do. All these bitches acting brand new. It's that HQ. Bitch, I do what you can't do, what you can't do. Bitch, I do what you can't do, what you can't do. Bitch, I do what you can't do. All these bitches acting brand new.
Fucking with that HQ. Bitch, I do what you can do.
What you can do.
Bitch, I do what you can do.
What you can do.
Bitch, I do what you can do. Why these bitches acting brand new? It's that HQ.
Hello, everybody. We had to come out here tonight because I seen some stuff. What's going on right here? Somebody please explain to me what in the hell is going on. This is called the acting president of Venezuela. So I thought that we weren't going to be there on no permanent basis. He's the acting president. This is on that True Social, right? On this True Social, he's claiming and declaring himself the president of Venezuela. What in the hell what are we doing? What did we say yes to? That's the question. So in this press gaggle, which is today, every day, I swear to God, every day is something new. Every day is something new. What did we agree on in this press gaggle that we going through right now? This got to be stated up front. This president makes statements about Venezuela that go way beyond the routine diplomacy. At one point, he speaks about as if he's acting authority over Venezuela's leadership and resources, including the oil shipments, coordination with Venezuelan leadership. He later goes further and refers to outcomes in Venezuela in a way that presents himself as the controlling person doing the executive decision making, which amounts to introducing himself as the new president of Venezuela in substance, if not in formal time. Y'all need to quit. Y'all need to come get y'all president. This framing matters because this press gaggle is not limited to commentary and aspiration, okay? Throughout this exchange, president makes direct claims of authority, control, and outcome over Venezuela's oil, Venezuela's leadership quadrant, and U.S. direction of events inside another sovereign nation. Make it make sense. With that context in mind, we're going to walk through this press gaggle. In this single unscripted exchange, this president addresses major foreign policy, all in this 20-minute exchange. He be killing it. Iran and potential military action, Venezuela and oil shipments, U.S. energy company, Cuba, Greenland, NATO, Ukraine, immigration enforcement, crime statistics, healthcare, interest rates, credit card regulation. That $10,000, take it down to the 10%, 10% credit card interest, and claim diplomatic relationships or negotiations with Iran. What in the hell is going on? There's no prepared remarks here. There's no written policy. Really, he just right off the bat, he's just rolling. There are no brief documents provided alongside with these statements. What we are hearing are off-the-cuff assertions of authority, sometimes about U.S. policy, other times about control over foreign government, foreign resources, foreign outcomes. What in the hell is going on? As we go through that, I'm going to pause video. I'm pause video on the natural thing, and then we're going to figure it out. What the hell is going on, y'all? Nobody signed up for this shit. Ain't nobody signed up for this shit. Let's go. Ain't nobody signed up for this.
Quickly, they just said very, very rough.
Have they crossed your red line yet to trigger a response?
Well, they're starting to, it looks like, and there seem to be some people killed that aren't supposed to be killed. These are violent, if you call them leaders, I don't know if they're leaders or just they rule through violence. But we're looking at it very seriously. The military is looking at it, and we're looking at some very strong options. We'll make a determination.
Which options have you been briefed on? Are you meeting with senior officials?
Am I going to really, are you asking me to say what will they do, where will we attack, when, and at what angle will we attack from?
Are you considering, I'm with the U.S. White House TV pool. I'm wondering, are you being briefed on options? I'm with CNN, sir.
Why did you just say I'm with CNN? She says I'm with the White House pool. And I say, what? You're with CNN. You're with...
Don't start your shit. Just listen.
You're with fake news. Because CNN is fake news. Go ahead, give me a question.
Can I ask how you're balancing and how you're deciding your response, the balance between helping protesters versus hindering them? Because I imagine that's a delicate balance to strike.
I mean, some of the protesters were killed through the stampeding. I mean, there's so many of them. And some were shot. We get a full report. I'm getting an hourly report. And we're going to make a determination.
Sir, the son of the disposed Shah, and some military leaders are encouraging you to take action in Iran. Is that a serious option? And
people have been shot, and we're looking at it. Yeah, please.
Are you going to go to Venezuela, or is Secretary Rubio going to go to Venezuela anytime soon?
We're doing well. Venezuela is really working out well. We're working along really well with the leadership, and we'll see how it all works out.
Are you ready to meet with Dulcie to go?
At some point I'll meet. Yeah, she's been very good. Look, she asked us, could we take 50 million barrels of oil? And I said, yes, we can. It's $4.2 billion. And it's on its way right now to the United States.
When will you meet with Machado this week?
For something to grab here, because it's going to get rough, and I don't seem to be in a very, I think you did this to me. You put me in a position where there's absolutely nothing to grab. So I'm looking for something to grab, and it's not going to be Caroline.
Have any oil companies made commitments to you, sir? Have any oil companies made commitments to the United States after your meeting on Friday, sir? Which have Exxon?
No, I didn't like Exxon's response. We have so many that want it. I'd probably be inclined to keep Exxon out. I didn't like their response. They're playing too cute.
He said, look at this. He said he keep Exxon out. He's describing government influence over which companies benefit from foreign policy or energy opportunities. What's going on? That's a major no. It implies access may depend on perceived cooperation with the administration, not just market factors. He said military options question. He declined to disclose operational details, of course, which is normal in the narrow sense, but he also avoids even policy level clarification, like what would count as crossing a line, what the objective would be, or what legal authority would be used. In Venezuela's oil claim, he asserts a specific shipment and dollar value, 50 million barrels and 4.2 billion. Shut your mouth. That's a very concrete claim that would normally be verifiable through shipment data, contracts, customs, energy reporting, or some kind of official statement. I don't know. If you're using this in the show, if he's using this for a show, he's really I don't get it. I don't get it. Why they letting him talk? I don't get it. This is for show. The Iran red line response, he's signaling U.S. is considering escalation based on reports. What's going on? I don't understand. This is wild. Why did they be letting him talk?
What backstops or guarantees have you told the oil companies that you're willing to provide?
Guarantees that they're going to be safe, that there's going to be no problem, and there won't be. There's not going to be a problem. They had problems in the past because they didn't have Trump as a president. They had stupid people.
You're hoping that Cuba makes a deal.
What kind of deal are you looking for from Cuba? What kind of deal are you looking for from Cuba?
You're going to find out pretty soon. We're talking to Cuba, and you'll find out pretty soon. And one of the things I want taken care of, and one of the groups I want taken care of, are the people that came from Cuba that were forced out or left under duress, and they're great citizens of the United States right now. You have a lot of people forced out of Cuba unfairly, so we're going to take care of, most importantly right now, we're going to take care of the people that came from Cuba that are American citizens or in our country.
Do you plan to seize any oil tankers that are headed to Cuba?
Well, we have a lot of oil people really interested. You saw that the other day. That was just a small group because the room in the White House, we need the ballroom, actually. We could have filled up the ballroom practically. We have so many people that want to go in for oil. So you saw some great companies.
Are you going to send Starlink to Iran, sir, to help the people in the ground with the internet blackout for more than 72 hours?
We're going to be talking about that. We may get the internet going, if that's possible.
Are you talking to us
We
about
may
it?
speak to Elon, because as you know, he's very good at that kind of thing. He's got a very good company. So we may speak to Elon Musk. And in fact, I'm going to call him as soon as I'm finished with you.
Iran said that they would consider military and commercial bases as legitimate targets if you struck. Are you concerned about?
If they do that, we'll consider things targets they wouldn't believe. If they do that, we will hit them at levels that they've never been hit before. They won't even believe it. I have options that are so strong. So I mean, if they did that, it'll be met with a very, very powerful force.
I think Iran takes your threats seriously.
I think so. Don't you think so, CNN? Don't you think so? Wouldn't you say that they probably do at this point? After going through it for years with me, being hit, Soleimani, al-Baghdadi, the Iran nuclear threat wiped out, don't you think, and then you just had Venezuela, don't you think, she says, CNN, do you think they take your threat seriously? Wouldn't you say they do after all of the things we've done? What a stupid question. Go ahead.
Are you coordinating with allies on the response to Iran? President, when will you meet with Maria Corina Machado this week?
This is, he confirms it, but he provides no terms about Cuba. The only specific priority he states is taking care of Cuban Americans who came under duress. That's a framing choice. If it's just Cuba's policy is being tied to diaspora issues and citizenship residency outcomes. This ought to be interesting. Is he going to invade Cuba? We can't tell. Is he going to invade Cuba? We can't tell. Seizing oil tankers heading to Cuba? Really? He don't directly answer that. He don't say nothing about that. But he says many oil companies want access. Really? If you comment, if he's gonna make a comment about going into Cuba, this is why y'all letting him speak? This is wild. It makes an explicit threat. If Iran targets the bases, the U.S. response will be overwhelming. Better than he's ever had, better than they ever had before. That's a commitment style statement, meaning we may be going back to Iran. But he ain't defining what counts as legitimate fighting or legitimate language that goes against the United States. See, we can't trust what he say because we can't trust what he say because he say he always threatening somebody. Why are you always threatening somebody? I don't understand why they letting him threaten people.
I don't know. I hear Tuesday or Wednesday. I look forward to that.
Have you named your board of peace for Gaza yet? Where do those plans
We have
stand?
a board of peace that's being formed, but essentially it's the most important leaders of the most important nations. All nations, but the most important, you take the most important leaders and nations, that's who the board of peace is going to be. Everybody wants to be on it.
Uh-oh.
Taking your threat seriously as one area taking your threats. The New York Post.
New York Post treats me semi-fairly. So go ahead.
One group taking your threats very seriously is Greenland. Are you still thinking of military action there, or is anything that can?
Where? Military.
Greenland. Greenland. Is there anything they can offer you for a deal?
If we don't take Greenland, Russia or China will.
Oh, hell no.
If we don't take Greenland, Russia
What?
or China will take
He
Greenland.
said we
And I
gonna
am
take
not gonna let
Greenland,
that
y'all.
Any deal they can offer you?
Wow.
I'd love to make a deal with them. It's easier. But one way or the other, we're going to have Greenland.
Are you okay if that
Wow.
compromises NATO?
Wow.
If NATO effectively ceases to exist?
I'm doing a great job. I'm the one that saved NATO. I'm the one that got them to pay 5% of GDP. Wait a minute. It was 2%, and they didn't pay. Now they're paying 5%. I'm the one that saved NATO. You wouldn't have NATO if I weren't president.
Oh, wow.
NATO, would you consider doing that?
Maybe NATO would
Wow.
be upset if I did it. Maybe NATO would.
He said we're gonna take Greenland because Russia or China might take Greenland. He ain't said nothing about getting consent, treaty term, Denmark. He ain't said nothing about Denmark. It belonged to Denmark. It's under Denmark's rule. He ain't saying no kind of legal pathway. He's just saying we're gonna take Denmark. Then he started talking about NATO. NATO wasn't paying their 2%, but now they're paying 5%. So we ain't even verified no shit like that. But wow. And you might as well not even talk about Gaza, because Gaza ain't no peace over there in Gaza. They just lying to everybody. This is wild. This is wild. He just gonna tell people right on TV. He's just gonna say we taking Greenland. We doing what we want to do. This is wild.
Would save a lot of money, but I like NATO. I just wonder whether or not if we needed NATO, would they be there for us? I'm not sure they would. We spent a lot of money on NATO, and I'm not sure they would.
But what would you say?
Now, what's happened is, as you know, Sleepy Joe Biden gave $350 billion to Ukraine and got nothing for it. I got rare earth back. I got, I think, value back far greater than that. And that's what he should have done. Now, if you look at what's going on with respect to NATO, we have a very good relationship. 5% GDP, and they pay us. We send them military equipment, and they pay us back the full cost of the equipment. The war is, we make money with the war, but I don't even want to talk about that. I want to save the lives. They're Russian and Ukrainian lives. I want to save the lives. That's the only reason I'm doing it. This is Biden's war. Should have never happened. Would have never happened if I were president. This is Biden's war. It's not Trump's war. All I can do is stop it. And I think we're making progress toward stopping it, which would be number 9.25. You know what the quarter is, right? Right? Thailand and Cambodia went at it again, but I got to stop very quickly. I consider that 1/4 of a war.
When was the last time you made a tangible offer to Greenland yet? Have you made an actual offer to Denmark?
I haven't done that, but Greenland should make the deal because Greenland does not want to see Russia or China take over. They don't go there. It's very.
Wait a minute. Is he talking about making a deal with Greenland? Is he? So he's saying they don't want Russia or China. Is that the way we working it? Well, we want to take it before China and Russia. Has China and Russia said they want to take it? Ain't nobody said nothing about Greenland being took except you. He started all of this. This is wild.
Far away from Greenland, and Greenland basically their defense is 2 dog sleds. Do you know that?
Yeah, 85% of them Greenland people do not want him to take over that. I think about 90% of that island, that's landmass is frozen over and ain't gonna be defrosted. No. What would be the point?
You know what their defense is? 2 dog sleds. In the meantime, you have Russian destroyers.
He said Greenland got 2 dog sleds for defense. Ooh, you are ignorant.
And submarines, and China destroyers and submarines all over the place. We're not going to let that happen.
In the meantime, are you going
And a bit of
Wait a minute. Why is it so important now? Why is it so important to go out there and take Greenland now? Nobody ever thought to do it before. We never had any problem with China and Russia before. Why is he thinking of doing it now? See, this is a warmongering president. He lied to the American people and said he wasn't. He's a warmongering president. Now that he got to taste the blood in his mouth, he loving it. This is how it is. He got to taste the blood in his mouth to being a warmonger, and he's loving it. And this is what's going on, because we ain't gonna be done in Greenland. Greenland ain't gonna be. We ain't gonna be done. You got Cuba. You got all kinds of other shit going on. He has the blood. He has to taste the blood in his mouth, and he loving it. This is what this is.
It affects NATO, and then it affects NATO. But they need us much more than we need them. I will tell you that right now.
Are you going to
UK
increase
and
the amount of military
Germany.
That's
bases?
a war that should have never happened with Ukraine.
The UK and Germany are discussing plans for a joint NATO mission to protect Arctic security in Greenland. Does that change your calculus at all?
No, look.
Oh, okay. So other nations are saying that they finna protect Greenland if United States come for Greenland. What the hell does that mean? Shit.
We're talking about acquiring, not leasing, not having it short term. We're talking about acquiring.
Does that require
And
US
and
boots on the
if we
ground?
don't do it, Russia or China will, and that's not going to happen when I'm president.
Are you going to increase the amount of military bases on Greenland in the meantime?
But we have bases on Greenland.
Are
Yeah,
you going to do more?
we put a lot of soldiers there right now if I want, but you need more than that. You need ownership. You really have.
Oh, I can't stand it. I can't stand it. The chest beating. This is it. Jeez.
You really need title, as they say in the real estate business.
You're on Minneapolis. Your administration has advocated for absolute immunity for the ICE officer who shot Renee Good. How do you define absolute immunity? What does that mean?
Everyone's seen it. And a woman who's very violent. She was a very radical person. Very sad what happened. Her friend was very radical. Go and
But
drive.
for the officer, absolute immunity. How would you define that?
Well, I'm going to let the
You see the story they trying to put out that she was radical. That lady wasn't radical at all. She was a normal, everyday, average advocate for ICE people being harassed by ICE. She wasn't radical in any way. See the story they trying to put out.
people define it, but immunity, you know what immunity means as well as I do.
So that officer
But
should be back on the
people
force.
can't be treating law enforcement that way, whether it's ICE or Border Patrol or our police and men and women. You can't do that. We have, the law enforcement in our country is doing really well, despite the fact that Sleepy Joe Biden allowed people to pour through an open border. Crime stats just
Y'all Republicans, y'all need to stop wringing your hands and clutching your pearls. Y'all some pussies.
came out.
Somebody say boy in the bathroom and all y'all have a cow. That's crazy. All y'all have a cow. Jesus. Fucking tweakers.
We have the best crime stats on record, despite all the criminals he allowed into our country. We've gotten a lot of them out. We have to respect our law enforcement. At a very minimum, that woman was very, very disrespectful to law enforcement.
How was she disrespectful? We saw the video. She said, "I'm not mad, sir." That's wild. It's wild. The narrative. And you goofy. And it's gotta be the MAGA crowd. It's got to be the MAGA crowd that believe this shit. They're what are they? They're hypnotizing you goofies. Because every time they say that Caroline Leavitt and this president, the first thing they say, the radical Democrats, the radical terrorists, the terroristic left, the terrorist squad, you goofy, start repeating that shit. That's why y'all brainwashed and your brains is mush. Y'all tweakers and pussies and snowflakes. Jesus.
And you heard the same noises. You saw the same crunch that I saw. You can't do that with law enforcement, whether it's police or ICE or Border Patrol or anybody else.
When it comes to ICE officials, though,
Mr. President, well, just to clarify on the absolute immunity, do you believe ICE officers should have absolute immunity?
Some-
All right, what the hell happened to the damn audio? What the hell?
have been harassed and threatened every day. They had bands out playing so they couldn't sleep at the hotel. I see what they're doing to them. They're threatening them constantly. And all they're doing is doing what I got elected on. We had millions of people that came into a country that are horrible people that shouldn't be in our country. They're murderers, they're drug dealers, they're people from mental institutions.
That girl wasn't no murderer or no drug dealer or a mental institution, or was she an immigrant? Which meant she shouldn't have died. Which meant he shouldn't have pulled no gun out on her. He should never have done that. He could have walked, he could have moved 1 foot to the right and he'd have been fine. But he didn't want to do that. I could have sworn the DOJ handbook said that you're not supposed to engage with somebody in the car. You're supposed to dodge the car, try to get away from the car, and then you're not supposed to shoot in a moving vehicle. But yes, he did. Yes, he did.
Institutions, they're the criminally insane. They're people from prisons. They were allowed to come into our country because Biden was a stupid person and the people surrounding him, very smart, very vicious.
You know what? When you say Biden was a stupid person, you seem more stupid when you say that. Because we know that Biden is sick. We know Biden is brain is mush, and we know Biden is dying of cancer, or you know, is been afflicted with cancer. You sound even more goofy for talking about him like that.
But they have no common sense, and they're radicalized people. They're radical left people, not radical
left.
right.
Radical left. How many of y'all gonna say radical left in the comment section? Because you're a zombie, and only zombies repeat this stuff right here. Because all of it ain't true. Everything he says isn't true. And if you believe it, you're a zombie. Because nobody believes that there's radical terrorists or anybody like that. But except zombies.
People. And all they're doing is what I campaigned on. I won in a landslide. We won all 7.
He is, you see, he's going over the election again. He's going over the election. You got to hear about that. He's got to say the terrorists, radical left. He's got to say all the crazy shit that he always normally says. And only you, yeah, you're the moron, Nazi, because you're a zombie. Zombies.
Swing states, we won the popular vote, we won the districts, we won everything. We won the county.
Yes, hell yeah. Tell the tale. Tell everybody again how many times you done won the election. Tell us again. How many times you gonna tell us?
We won the counties by 79%, I believe. I campaigned on the Great Border, and now we have a.
Yes, absolutely. Just can't let it go. Because don't nobody want you to be the president. Only one who wants you to be president is like 30%. And that's the goofy MAGA. That's the goofy MAGA people. The rest of us done woke up to you talking 2-point crazy all the time. This press gaggle is wild. And anybody says this is a president that's in command is bonkers. Ain't no president supposed to be talking like this on no damn plane about invading another country. Are you crazy? No, I ain't crazy. Y'all president is 2 cards shy from a full deck.
Great Border. But Biden let 25 million people come into this country, and many of those people are criminals, including 11,888 murderers. And we want them out.
We got 11,888 murderers in this country. Are you kidding me right now? How do you know that they're murderers? This is what we want to know. This is wild. This press conference, this gaggle is wild.
And I won on that. Now people don't talk about it because the border is so secure. Nobody wants to talk about it anymore. The border was one of the reasons I won the election. I've done such a good job on it that nobody wants to talk about it anymore. The border is totally secure. And now the crime stats just came out, and they're the best numbers since they were taken, and that's like 50.
Only people who believe this stuff, you're a zombie. Only people believing this right here is you own zombie land and you in zombie time. This is wild. This is wild. And this is the president I'm so embarrassed. I'm so embarrassed.
Years ago, we have the best crime numbers, despite the fact that a lot of criminals were allowed into our country.
Do you think that
We have to respect our law enforcement.
Do you believe that deadly force was necessary after watching all the footage a few days have passed? What's your assessment there?
It was highly disrespectful of law enforcement. The woman and her friend were
They were highly disrespectful to the president. That girl rolled by even the doggone video that the cop who was videotaping with his right hand, then put the camera in his left hand. He endangered everybody there when he had a camera in his hand and he had a gun in the other. He endangered all of his people by doing that right there. This is wild. This country is down the circling the drain with this president right here. This is wild.
highly disrespectful of law enforcement. You saw that. They were harassing them, were following for days and for hours. And I think, frankly, they're professional agitators.
Of course, they're professional agitators. This is what you all want to say. This is what you all want to put out, that this is professional agitator. But she wasn't a professional agitator. She was a lawyer who represented, who gave people information that wanted to be Antifas. I mean, who wanted to be antagonistic and who wanted to fight the ICE raids. She wasn't one of those agitators. She was one of those stand-byers. You know, one of those people who just document everything. They just document the stuff that ICE does. She's just one of those people. But that meant she was an agitator. That meant she was a radical left, radical terrorist. That's wild. And people believe it. They believe it. Oh, by the way, some of y'all goofies don't know. She lived in the neighborhood. They had just gotten done dropping off a kid. And then they were going on their way home. But they found out there was ICE agents in the neighborhood. So they went to the ICE agents area. And they were there documenting, doing what they had to do. Hey, they had dogs in the car, they had animals in the car, they had toys in the glove box on the floor in the steering wheel. Just wild. She was there. She lived there. She lived a couple blocks away, maybe 2 blocks down. That's where she lived. On her way home. But y'all goofies gonna believe what you want to. Just do some research. Stop listening to people. Just stop listening to people and do your own research. She lived in the neighborhood. Stop it.
But just
And I'd like to find out, and we are going to find out who's paying for it. With their brand new signs and all the different things. But these are professional agitators, and law enforcement should.
No, I think the president is on those. I think he's on those whippy drip. I think he's on the drip. But that's just me.
Not be in a position where they have to put up with this stuff. What that woman and what her friend and what their other friends were doing.
Because if anybody is listening to this president and you believe everything he says, then you're a zombie and you're part of the MAGA crowd and you really need to get out of that. Okay. Because the woman was around the woman lived around her neighborhood. That's wild. That's wild. And y'all really think this 87-year-old president whose brain is mush knows exactly what's going on at the Homeland Security when that chick Christy Knoll is in charge? Come on now.
To law enforcement, not just ICE. Law enforcement is outrageous.
Can you tell us about your trip to Detroit on Tuesday?
I'm going to be making a trip to Detroit to talk about our unbelievable amount of factories that are opening up all over the country, many of which are car factories and car plants.
Somebody put in the chat where they found car factories opening up. Somebody put in the chat where there are some new car factories opening up, because I ain't heard none nowhere. Because he keeps saying, oh, we bringing manufacturing back. You a lie? Ain't no manufacturing coming back to this United States. It would cost billions of dollars to bring a company's business back over here. Ain't no company coming back over here to do no business. this is where you can start digging to find out that this president is lying to y'all.
We have manufacturing plants opening up at levels that nobody's ever seen before because of tariffs.
Nobody ever seen it before because it ain't never happened. Eggs under Biden was $10. Why? Somebody please explain the goofy right here why eggs was $10 under Biden. Somebody please explain the goofy that there was a bird flu and that's why they destroyed all the eggs and they had to raise the price on the eggs. Please explain that to goofy. That's why the eggs were that high. And when they got them back down and they replenished their supply, then they went down to regular normal prices. Please explain to goofy why the eggs were so high. I just explained them to you. Stop saying goofy shit. That's why eggs were so high. Jesus. Y'all believe anything people tell y'all.
If we didn't have tariffs, you wouldn't have them opening, although they were very happy with the November 5th election. But we have from Canada, they're coming, from Mexico, they're coming, from Germany, from Japan, from all over Europe, and from Japan, other places, and from China. They're opening up car factories, car manufacturing plants at levels that we've never seen before. So I'm going to Detroit because they're going to be opening up plants in Detroit or redoing plants, but they're...
No, they ain't redoing no plants. No, they're not, y'all. No, they're not. Stop believing that. They are not opening up any doggone plants or anything else. Whew, boy. How many lies do we need to document here? I just can't with this president.
Really ripping down old plants and building new. We're the hottest country right now anywhere in the world. I mean, think of it. A year and a half ago, we were a dead country.
So that is the one damn thing I got to agree on with him. We are the hottest planet. We are the hottest country on the planet. I got to agree with him on that. We are the hottest planet on this earth. And the reason why it's hot is because we got a president that's two sheets to the wind every time he get on camera. Every time he get on camera, he say some wild shit.
And now we're the hottest country anywhere in the world.
Mr. President, the House passed a 3-year extension of the ACA. It's in the Senate. If it passed the Senate, would you veto it or allow it to?
I might, yeah.
Sir, do you have any information about the suspicious object that was found at Palm Beach International Airport before takeoff?
I know nothing about it.
Okay.
No, you know you're a cult. You're in a cult when you believe everything this man right here, who is 87 years old, who's ranting and raving about an election that happened 5-some years ago. You know you're in a cult when you believe everything he say. That's when you're in a cult. Don't ask me when I'm in a cult. Ask yourself if you believe everything this person says and he keep running his mouth about an election that happened 4 or 5 years ago and he can't change jack shit about it. See, this is what you call glamorization. When somebody is trying to glamorize y'all ever heard of that saying? It was in a movie. I can't remember that they would say shit and it would glamorize you and make you do all kinds of, make you believe shit that wasn't true or make you erase your memory. This is the shit that he does. He glamorizes you MAGA crowd, because you MAGA crowd, you only remember what's in front of you. You never remember the shit that happened behind you. You only remember the shit that's in front of you for 5 seconds. Then you forget all about the shitstorm that been your way or the shitstorm that came down your back.
Back on Iran, the Ayatollah said that...
Yes, it's called gaslighting. They're gaslighting everyone, trying to tell people we didn't see what we saw. And you better remember, this is the turning point in his administration right here. We thought it was going to be the Epstein files. Oh no, it's the day that Donald Trump, who said he was going to save white America, let white America kill a white lady. This is going to be his downfall right here.
Protesters are trying to please you. Do you see it that way? What's your message to the Iranian people?
I don't know that they're trying to please me. They named a boulevard after me, but that's pretty pleasing. But I don't think they're trying to please. I think they just want peace. They want to have freedom. The protesters are after freedom. Iran has not allowed freedom for a long time. And the protests, I don't think they're trying to appease me. They're trying to get somebody to help them. They're under siege. And now it looks like they're being shot, which is a very bad thing.
Is the President administration in contact with Iranian opposition leaders as this is unfolding?
Yeah.
What's the message to them?
Yeah. You're going to find out pretty soon.
You said that help is
Yeah, go ahead. With the beautiful red hair.
Look at the goofy shit they putting in the chat. Look at the goofy shit they be putting in the chat, y'all.
I've seen pieces of it. It's incredible.
He has gotten a taste. He has gotten a taste of blood when he shot at Iran, and he did what he did with Iran. He has gotten a taste for blood, and now he likes it. So now he's going to embrace the warmonger president. He's going to embrace it. He's a president for 4 years. He's going to embrace it. And this war saber rattling about Greenland is not the last time this man is going to be talking about war. He has a taste for blood, and he's always had a taste for blood. And we knew he had a taste for blood because we knew the first time he ran for president, he had a taste for blood. But you goofies hired him and put him in charge again. And now he's got a taste for it because he don't have nothing to lose.
I think it's going to do. She did a book, and the book was a big #1 bestseller. And this is a movie, and it seems to be captivating a lot of people's attention. It's very good. Because here we go again. Yeah, it's going to be doing the premiere at the Trump Kennedy Center. It'll be very exciting. It's a very hard ticket, I can tell you. Everybody, Wayne Gretzky and his wife Janet, beautiful wife, great wife. They said last night, gee, I want to go to everybody wants tickets to the premiere. I think it's going to be great.
Is there any timing on the mortgage bond purchases you announced last week?
On the what? Mortgage
bond purchases by Fannie Mae and Freddie Mac?
No, they're already doing it. They've started. Yeah, they started the process. And it's having a great impact. Interest rates.
I mean, if he had a bond purchase, he said a mortgage bond purchase they started doing that. Claims rates are falling rapidly. Let's see how fast rates drop. Let's see what's going on. This is wild. And the credit card interest would be amazing.
They're falling very rapidly. Not only for that reason, for other reasons too. But interest rates are falling very rapidly. With no help from the Fed, because we have a total stiff at the Fed.
Can I ask you, the announcement on the cap on credit card interest rates
Yeah.
that we put out on Friday, what happens if the credit card companies don't comply by the January date?
Well, then they're in violation of the law.
Very
severe things. No, I want a cap on credit card interest rates because some of them are 28, almost 30%. And people don't know they're paying 30%. The people out there, they're working, and they have no idea that they're paying 30%. No way. We're putting a 1-year cap at 10%, and that's it. They know it. They've really abused the public. The credit card companies have totally abused it. I'm not going to let it happen.
Is that something willingness from Iran to engage diplomatically with you, or perhaps negotiate on their nuclear program?
With Iran?
Yeah, do you think they want to engage diplomatically with you?
They do. They called
you?
yesterday.
Is it still an option?
Iran called to negotiate.
Yesterday.
The leaders of Iran called. They want to negotiate. I think they're tired of being beat up by the United States.
Are you sharing any details on that call?
Iran wants to negotiate, yes.
Negotiate what?
We may meet with them. I mean, a meeting is being set up. But we may have to act because of what's happening before the meeting. Right. But a meeting is being set up. Iran called. They want to negotiate. Thank you very much, everybody.
What are you going to do?
Be careful. A lot of bumps.
What's your plan for East Potomac? Are you going to renovate the golf course?
Yeah, we're going to make it a beautiful, world-class U.S. Open caliber course that Ideally, we're going to have major tournaments there and everything else. It's going to bring a lot of business into Washington. By the way, the crime stats just came out on Washington, D.C. There is virtually no crime. It's gone from tremendous crime, murder, and everything else. There's virtually no crime in Washington, D.C. Thank you, President Trump. Thank you very much, everybody.
Yeah, but the thing is, first of all, the thing is in Washington, D.C., Washington, D.C. is not a state. So therefore, there's different laws that apply to them. The stuff that applies for the states, the Supreme Court told them to get out of the states. It wasn't lawful for you to have military or whatever in the states. And so he had to withdraw from the states, but he didn't have to withdraw from Washington, D.C. So that's the only reason why it would be clear in Washington, D.C., because he can't be in any other state, right? There's no absolute, it is what it is. I guess it would require crime data to support what he's saying. You know, the key point is he's using crime as a success metric to validate, you know, the choices that he's been making, trying to send people in there. But that's wild. But the credit card thing, that's one of the more specific policies that he claimed. He says it's law, January compliance date, violations would trigger. What is going on? If you're covering yourself to make sure that people want to listen to what you say and do what you say, I guess this would be an interesting way to put it out there, because he covered every topic that you could cover in this doggone gaggle. He covered everything that you probably could think about. And this is wild, because he ain't supposed to be saying all of this stuff. Hey, look, I'm assuming that his brain is mush and they letting him talk and letting him do whatever he's doing. I'm assuming that's what it is. Okay. I ain't assuming nothing other than that. And maybe that can't be true. Maybe it is true. I don't know. But it is what it is. And this president always comes out with something new. But he is the new president of Venezuela. We can't hold it back. We can't be mad because we got a new president of Venezuela now. According to him, he's the new president. Hey, it is what it is. And I had to come on here and I had to say this shit. This man is saying orders and doing. See, he loves it. The problem is he has a freaking ego so big. His ego is so big that this is a problem. He never does anything for the American people. Let's be clear. He's not doing anything for the American people, because this is just his ego that's talking. Okay. He's never done anything for the regular, ordinary American people. This is only to stroke his ego, everything. Okay. And I get it. I mean, I get the other argument. Oh, okay, we got to do X, Y, and Z because we don't want China or we don't want China or Russia to jump in and get it before we get it. But we never had that issue before. So why we got the issue now? Why we got to have 3, 4, 5, 6 different things going on? Why do we have so many things going on every 5 minutes with this president? I just don't understand. I mean, I understand it's an ego-driven thing. It's an ego-driven thing. And he actually today, yesterday, he was talking about that Nobel Peace Prize. That lady is supposed to come to the White House, and she said she'll share the Nobel Peace Prize with him. And the Nobel Peace Prize people said, you can't share that with him because we didn't give it to him. So he can't share it with you. So I don't know why you're trying to share it with President Trump, because he can't share the Peace Prize. And I doubt very seriously whether he gets the Peace Prize, because he's not a peaceful president. He's a warmonger. He's a warmongering president. Okay. And she feels like in order to get him to give me the presidency over there in Venezuela, I got to do what I got to do in order to get the presidency. So I'm going to take the statue, the Nobel Peace Prize over there to him. But see, the thing is, the Nobel Peace Prize already has her name engraved on it. So it doesn't matter whether she gives it to him or not. It still ain't going to have his name on it. And he's really wanting it to have his name on it. This is wild, y'all. Look at the picture. Acting president of Venezuela. He's the acting president. I could have sworn somebody else got sworn in as the president. So now he's the acting president now? He's the president. What? He's the incumbent acting president of Venezuela. This president is wild. This is wild and great. This is just great. He's a warmonger. This is what he has got to taste the blood in his mouth. And he is loving it. He is loving it. Greenland next, then Cuba. I don't know about Canada. I don't know. If he decide he gonna take Canada, he decide he gonna take Mexico, he decide he gonna take Cuba or anything like that, or Greenland, ain't nobody there to stop him because we got the biggest army in the world. We got the most advanced army in the world. I wanted to say vicious, but I don't want to say well, we do have the most vicious army in the world. So if he decided he wanted to take any one of those countries, I guess he could, wouldn't he? Couldn't he? But this is a warmonger, and you guys voted for the warmonger. It is what it is. Y'all hit the like, share, and subscribe. When I saw this advertisement for the acting president of Venezuela, when I saw this here, I was like, oh, hell no. Oh, hell no. He ain't. This is wild. This is wild. If he want to take any president, if he want to take any country that's around us, we can. I mean, I'm just going to admit this one thing. I'm going to admit this one thing. This motherfucker's badass, though. He bold as hell to be admitting this shit. And if he do it, this motherfucker's bad as hell. He badass. That's all I got to say. And I ain't going to never admit it again. Trump is badass.